Ladies and gentlemen, I'm speaking to you from the Lancaster County Farmers Market deep in the heart of the Pennsylvania Dutch country. Most everything here is homemade, and you'll find all the Dutch delicacies such as shoe-fly pie, schmearcase, chow-chow, and apple butter as well. Now, behind me is the stand of Lizzie Strumbagel produce, and next is Jakie Fennestermaker meats. Let's move closer and listen to what they're saying.
Why, Jakie, it's 6:30 and you ain't already here yet. Is it making dawn outside?
Yes, it would gristle me if I had to shop in that slop. Well, I was down at the courthouse sitting on a jury on that there train case. Ain't you heard about that train case?
No, what for train case was that?
Why, you know they built this one-track railroad through Gertie Yoder's place, and Henry the hired man was the only one that seen the big accident, and, well, they had Henry up there in such a little box, and the lawyers were asking him a lot of questions, and one of the lawyers said to him, "Now, Henry, you're the only one that's seen this thing. Just what happened?" Well, Henry says, "I was out plowing in the field there, right by the railroad track. All of a sudden, I looked up, and, why, there came the Blue Ball Special. But I looked down the track the other way, and there came the Intercourse Flyer. Why, they blutched together right in front of me." Well, the lawyer was pounding his fist and rooching around. He says, "Yes, Henry, and what did you think?" Well, Henry scratched his head a minute and said, "I just thought, ain't that such a dumb way to run a railroad?"
Say, Jakie, ain't you such an authority on railroads?
Well, in a way, Liz, I was trying to be one of these here conductors, you know. I didn't stay in that job too long.
Why, what happened?
Well, I was trying out to be a conductor on the Reading Railroad. My first day out in the job, they put me with one of the regular conductors, and we got on the train. And he said, well, he's going to stand at the front end of the car, and I'm to get to the behind end and say everything he says. Well, the train was going merrily along, and all of a sudden this guy hollers out, "This here train stops at Newmanstown, Shamelstown, Womelsdorf, West Reading, Reading South, Bessie and Bessemer, Emails." And I hollered out, "Same here at this end, too."
This train travel is something wonderful. You know, I got on the train at Harrisburg the other day, but you know sometimes they help a body too much.
How's that once?
Well, you know, as I'm getting along in years, I'm a little stiff in my joints and a little heavy on my feet. So when I gets on a train, my back's down and out. You know, the steps are so steep and it goes so good if I hold on to them there handles, you know. Well, I'm going along and we come to my first stop, so out I goes backwards. Well, this here porter on the platform must have thought I was getting on, and he shoved me right back in. Well, I thought the next stop wasn't too far away, you know, so I tried again. So out I goes backwards again, and this here porter there, he thought I was getting on, and he shoved me right back in. Why, you know, Jake, already I missed 5 stops that day.
Yes, you know, we people are noted for many things. Why, we have all these here big shots from Washington coming up looking over our horseflesh. Just the other day, one of these big politicos came into my place and says, "Jake, I want to buy a horse." Well, I says, "Fine." Well, he says, "I want to buy a nice, gentle horse, something that the kiddies and the wife can ride and drive." He says, "Jake, I like that horse over there." Well, he was looking at my mare Maisie. Well, I says, "I can't sell her to you. She don't look so good." He says, "I want that horse." Well, I sold her to him. Liz, it wasn't 2 weeks later, boy, he came roaring back through the barnyard. You should have seen him. He was boiling mad. He says, "Jake, you know that horse you sold me?" I says, "Yeah." Well, he says, "The wife and kiddies and I, we were out riding and driving, and in fact, we were driving along the road, and all of a sudden that horse reared right off into a pole. Jake, you know, I think that horse is blind." Well, I said, "I told you that when I sold her to you. I said she don't look so good."